Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about hydrogen bonding, one of the important topics of chemical bonding. Okay, so hydrogen bonding is nothing but the weak electrostatic attraction force. The weak electrostatic attraction force between hydrogen atom of one molecule and more electronegative atom of other molecule. Okay, so the attractive force between the weak attractive force between or electrostatic attractive force between hydrogen atom of one molecule and the electronegative atom of other molecule or of same molecule. Sometimes between hydrogen atom of one molecule and electronegative atom of the same molecule, hydrogen bonding may be there. Sometimes between hydrogen atom of one molecule and more electronegative atom of other molecules, also hydrogen bonding may be there. Okay, so the hydrogen bonding is the electrostatic attractive force between hydrogen atom of a given hydrogen compound and more electronegative atom of other molecule of same substance or different substance. That other molecule may be of same substance or different substances. So this is what hydrogen bonding. Generally, hydrogen bonding is not at all chemical bond, but we study hydrogen bonding also as what? One of the types of chemical bond. Generally, chemical bonds are of three types we studied: ionic bond, covalent bond, coordinate covalent bond. Okay, but hydrogen bonding also sometimes is treated as what? One of the chemical bonds, but actually it is not chemical bond. To be frank, hydrogen bonding is not chemical bond, but it is the weak electrostatic attractive force. Okay, ma'am. So hydrogen bonding is generally observed in type of molecules of this type. Suppose you take here HX is what now? Hydrogen halide, halogen atom and hydrogen atom. Suppose HX indicates what? Hydrogen halide. Here this dash indicates what? The covalent bond between hydrogen atom and X atom. Between halogen and hydrogen, the covalent bond is indicated by what? The covalent bond is indicated by the dash. The dash indicates covalent bond here. Now here between H and X atoms, hydrogen so covalent bond is there initially in this molecule. Now see here, it is another molecule of HX. H bond X, H bond X, H bond X. Two molecules of HX we have taken. Hydrogen halide we have taken. Now in this case you observe here between hydrogen atom of this molecule and halogen atom of other molecule, there is attractive force. These dotted lines indicate what? Hydrogen bonding. The dotted line indicates what here? Hydrogen bonding. The solid line indicates what? Covalent bond. Covalent bond between hydrogen and halogen. And this is hydrogen bonding between hydrogen and halogen. Is that clear? Now these three atoms. Now say to this hydrogen, covalently bonded halogen is there, and halogen atom bonded with halogen hydrogen bonding is there. So this is the halogen atom attached to hydrogen with hydrogen bonding. This is the halogen atom attached to hydrogen with covalent bond. Now these three atoms X, H and X, these three atoms are in the straight line. These three atoms in the straight line here. Okay, so that is what to be understood about hydrogen bonding. So hydrogen bonding is indicated with what? Dotted line. Generally three dots we use, three dots to represent what? Hydrogen bonding between hydrogen atom and more electronegative atom. Here more electronegative atom, what is taken? Some X is taken. X is halogen. Generally among the halogens, fluorine is more electronegative atom. Fluorine has highest electronegativity. Therefore fluorine and hydrogen, between H and F, there will be hydrogen bonding, stronger hydrogen bonding, because fluorine is what? More electronegative atom. To be frank, most electronegative atom among all the elements. On Pauling scale, what is electronegativity of fluorine? It is 4. So most electronegative atom among all the elements is what? Fluorine. So between hydrogen atom of one HF molecule and fluorine atom of other HF molecule, the weak electrostatic attractive force will be present, which is called hydrogen bonding. Generally, electrostatic attractive force between cation anion is called ionic bond. Between cation anion, the attractive force, electrostatic attractive force is called ionic bond. That is between Na plus ion, Cl minus ion, suppose. In that case, that is strong electrostatic attractive force. between cation anion. But here between not cation anion, between hydrogen atom of one hydrogen compound and more electronegative atom of other hydrogen compound. Both are hydrogen compounds only. HF is hydrogen compound, HF is another hydrogen compound. So both the same substance here. Between HF molecule and other HF molecule, there is a weak electrostatic attractive force between what? The hydrogen and the fluorine. So this is what now here hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding. Now in this molecule, if we take in HX molecule, the halogen is more electronegative than hydrogen, right? Halogen is more electronegative than hydrogen. So this electron pair, the electron pair of this bond will be close to what? Halogen. So halogen gets partial negative charge, hydrogen gets partial positive charge. There will be partial negative charge on halogen, partial positive charge on hydrogen. So now it is polar molecule or not? HX molecule. Imagine HF molecule. HF molecule is polar, non-polar. It is polar molecule. Fluorine has minus charge on it, negative charge, partial negative charge. Hydrogen has partial positive charge. Now this HF molecule or HX molecule is what? Dipole. Dipole meaning what? With opposite poles. The molecule having two opposite poles, positive pole and negative pole. In HF molecule, fluorine is negatively charged pole. Hydrogen side is what? Positively charged pole. So it is dipole, HF molecule. So between two dipoles, what is their weak electrostatic attractive force called hydrogen bonding is there. When we say this electrostatic force has exactly hydrogen bonding, the two atoms involved in electrostatic attractive force must be, one atom must be what? Hydrogen. The other atom must be more electronegative atoms such as fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen. In rare cases, Cl also involves, fluorine also involves. So generally, more electronegative atoms are what? Fluorine with electronegativity 4 on Pauling scale. Then oxygen with 3.5 electronegativity on Pauling scale. And nitrogen has 3. Cl also has 3 electronegativity. Chlorine also has what? Electronegativity value 3 on Pauling scale. But between nitrogen and Cl, nitrogen belongs to what? Second period. Outermost orbit is what? Second orbit, L shell. And Cl is third period. Outermost orbit is third orbit, that is M shell. Which is larger atom? Cl is larger atom. And nitrogen is smaller atom. So the smaller electronegative atom is nitrogen, but larger electronegative atom is Cl. So here, than Cl, which will easily form hydrogen bonding with hydrogen atom, nitrogen forms. So the electrostatic attractive force between hydrogen versus between hydrogen and fluorine, or hydrogen and oxygen, or hydrogen and nitrogen. So any one of this type of electrostatic attractive force is called what? Hydrogen bonding. Okay, ma. So it is also what here we say like this: hydrogen bond is the strongest what here van der Waals attractive force. Van der Waals attractive force is what? Van der Waals force is what? Between one molecule and other molecule, very weak attractive forces are called van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces. So among those van der Waals forces, hydrogen bonding is what? Strongest van der Waals force we say. The strongest van der Waals force between two dipoles is what? Hydrogen bonding. Or we define electrostatic attractive force between hydrogen of one molecule and more electronegative atom of other molecule of same substance, or what here other substance. So it is about hydrogen bonding. So now if you take what here types of hydrogen bonding, there are two types of hydrogen bonding. There are two types of hydrogen bonding. Okay, one is intermolecular hydrogen bonding, and second one is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. The first type of hydrogen bonding is what? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And second type is what? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So in this case now here, inter meaning what? Between. Inter meaning what here? Between. So between the two molecules, molecule 1, molecule 2, between these two molecules, if hydrogen bond is there, that is called what? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So here generally inter meaning what? Between. Inter school competition meaning what? Between two schools, the competition. Okay, so inter college competition, between two colleges competition. Inter means what here? Between. So what here? So intermolecular hydrogen bonding, if you take, See here, example water we are taking. What we are taking? Example water. So what is the formula of water? H2O. H2O has which type of hybridization we discussed? sp3. sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. What is the VSEPR notation of H2O? VSEPR notation: oxygen is central atom. Oxygen has 6 valence electrons. Out of 6 valence electrons, 2 electrons given in 2 bonds formation. Then 2 lone pairs will be on oxygen. 2 lone pairs will be present on oxygen atom. Now here, 2 bonds around the oxygen, 2 bond pairs, and 2 lone pairs. So what is the notation? A, B2, L2. AB2, L2 is what VSEPR notation for H2O molecule. That means 2 lone pairs are there, 2 bond pairs are there. Totally how many electron pairs? 2 plus 2, 4 electron pairs, indicating what? 4 hybrid orbitals. 4 hybrid orbitals indicates what here? 4 number of hybrid orbitals indicating what? sp3 hybridization. So now from this concept, what we have to understand, the geometry of the shape of H2O molecule is tetrahedral or distorted tetrahedral. Distorted tetrahedral because of lone pairs. Because of lone pairs, that should be distorted tetrahedral shape for H2O molecule. What is exactly the molecular shape of H2O? We discussed V shape. V, H2O, V shape. Bent shape. What do we say? Bent shape. Bent shape means what now here? V shape. Okay, ma. So like this, H2O molecule has which shape? V shape or bent shape or angular shape, like angular shape. So this is due to what? AB2L2 notation of VSEPR what here theory. And now in this case now here, it is one water molecule. Okay, it is another water molecule. So between two water molecules, what is there? The weak electrostatic attractive force is there between hydrogen atom of one water molecule and more electronegative oxygen atom of other H2O molecule. Between two different H2O molecules. Between one molecule of H2O, other molecule of H2O. That means what here? Between the molecules of same substance now here. Between the molecules of same substance, the weak electrostatic attractive force, that is hydrogen bond, exists here. So this hydrogen bond is between the molecules, right? That's why it is called intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Between the molecules, the hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding is possible between hydrogen atom versus fluorine, hydrogen versus oxygen, hydrogen versus nitrogen mainly. So here hydrogen versus oxygen type of hydrogen bonding is there. Okay, so like this, what now? This hydrogen, if you take this hydrogen atom, this hydrogen is directly attached to oxygen with covalent bond here, this side. Again, oxygen with hydrogen bonding this side. The same hydrogen is attached to this atom of oxygen with hydrogen bonding with this atom of oxygen with the help of covalent bond. That means what now? The hydrogen on either side, what is there? One covalent bond is there, one hydrogen bond is there. Now these three atoms along the straight line. These three atoms along straight line. So that point we have to keep in mind. So it is about what now? The hydrogen bonding between water molecules. Because of this weak attractive force between the two molecules of water, the two water molecules will come close to each other or will go away from each other. What happens because of attractive force? The two H2O molecules approach each other. They approach close to each other. That means what now? They come close to each other and they will form a liquid state. The H2O molecules will form what? Liquid state. Suppose if hydrogen bonding is not there, if hydrogen bonding is not there between water molecules, imagine if there is no hydrogen bonding between, okay, between what? Two water molecules. In that case, what we have to understand is that the H2O will exist as a gas, like H2S. Like H2S means what? Hydrogen sulfide. Okay, H2O is what? Water. In H2O central atom oxygen, in H2S central atom sulfur. Both the atoms belong to what? Same group, 16th group. Okay, H2S, hydrogen sulfide, is a gas. Remember, hydrogen sulfide is a gas. Rotten egg smelling gas. Rotten egg smelling gas is what? H2S. That is gas. And H2O is what? Liquid. We know that H2O is liquid. Why H2O is in liquid state, whereas H2S in gaseous state? In case of H2O, there is a possibility for hydrogen bonding between hydrogen atom and more electronegative oxygen atom of two water molecules. Because of this, all H2O molecules due to hydrogen bonding associate with each other. All H2O molecules come close to each other because of hydrogen bonding. And what happens? Liquid state is existing here for water. So because of that hydrogen bonding only, the water is existing as liquid instead of gas. Because of liquid water only, the life on the earth is possible. Otherwise, there is no life on the earth if water is not the liquid, if water is not in liquid state. Is it clear, ma? So hydrogen bonding is helping the living things to survive on the earth. That point keep in mind. So next thing is that here the inter means what? Between molecules. The type of hydrogen bonding is called intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Example what we have taken, water. So we also have examples. What now? Other examples: HF, hydrogen fluoride, and NH3. NH3 means what? Ammonia. So in these molecules also, what will be there? The intermolecular hydrogen bonding will be there. Means between HF molecule versus HF molecule, and also between NH3 molecule versus NH3 molecule, there will be what? Hydrogen bonding. Okay, so it is about hydrogen bonding between the molecules, that is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And second type is what now? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. What is this one? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intra meaning what here? Within. So within. So intra means what here? Within. So within the molecule, the hydrogen bonding is called what? Intramolecular. Within the same molecule, between hydrogen atom and more electronegative atom. Between hydrogen atom of the molecule and more electronegative atom of the same molecule, there will be weak attractive force. That weak attractive force is called what? Hydrogen bonding. Okay, so example you take here, orthonitrophenol. Orthonitrophenol, you might have heard the word phenol. Okay, phenol molecule is nothing but benzene ring with OH group. The benzene ring with OH group is called what? Phenol. So it is what? Benzene ring with OH group. Okay, ma. So here in this OH group, oxygen has what? Two bond pairs on either side and two lone pairs. Two bond pairs and two lone pairs. So around this oxygen now here, two bond pairs are there, two lone pairs are there. What is notation? VSCPR notation A, B2, L2 again. This type of notation will be here for oxygen. So AB2, L2. So the oxygen central atom has what? Two bond pairs around it and two lone pairs. So AB2, L2. AB2, L2 means what shape should be there? There should be bent shape. We should not draw a bond O bond H like this. OH should not be drawn like this. We should not write like this. We should write in bent shape, OH molecule, OH bond. So bond OH should be attached to benzene ring in the form of bent shape like this. Okay, so it is AB2L2. Next here, bond NO group it is. This group is what now here? Bond NO2 group. Okay, it is called nitro group. This group is called what? Nitro group. NO2 bond NO2 group is called nitro group. So nitro group, and this bond OH is hydroxy group. Hydrogen and oxygen is there in this group, so it is called hydroxy group. So hydroxy group and nitro group. So bond OH group is what now here? Bond OH group is called hydroxy group. Hydroxy group. Actually, we say functional group here. What we say? Functional group is what here? Hydroxy group. Functional group in organic molecules. Okay, so time being, remember that hydroxy group is bond OH, and bond NO2, bond NO2 is called what? Nitro group. Okay, so in this molecule now, to the benzene ring, to the benzene nucleus, water attached here, OH group is attached, hydroxy group is attached, and bond NO2 nitro group is attached. Two groups are attached to this benzene ring, remember. Now in this case, bond OH group is more senior group than what? Bond NO2 group. Seniority table will be there in organic chemistry. In organic chemistry, there is seniority table that we are going to study in future classes. Okay, so bond OH group is more senior group than what? Bond NO2 group. Whenever the senior group is attached to the carbon, this OH group is attached to this carbon in the benzene ring. Benzene formula what? C6H6. So here first carbon, second carbon we have take here. So to this carbon OH group is attached. To this carbon NO2 group is attached. Now which is senior group? I am telling OH group is senior than what? NO2 group. So this carbon should be allotted first position, first carbon, and this carbon should be taken as second carbon. In benzene ring, first carbon atom, second carbon atom, third carbon atom, fourth carbon atom, fifth carbon atom, sixth carbon. Like this we have taken. So it is sixth carbon take. Okay. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons total in benzene. To first carbon OH group is attached. To second carbon NO2 group is attached. That point keep in mind. Now in this case here, wherever OH group, main group, senior group is attached, that is called first carbon. You take first carbon here. And also this carbon to which senior group is attached is called alpha carbon atom. The carbon atom to which the senior group is attached is called what? Alpha carbon. And to this alpha carbon, whatever is attached is called beta carbon. So this carbon is taken as what now here? Beta carbon atom. Beta carbon, alpha carbon. So how many carbons we have taken here? Alpha carbon atom, OH group attached, beta carbon with NO2 group attached. Beta carbon with NO2 group attached. Is that clear, ma? So now in this case now here, on the beta carbon, what is there? Nitro group is there. On beta carbon, what is there? Nitro group is there. That point keep in mind. And on which atom, on which carbon atom nitro group is attached here? On second carbon atom. Beta carbon is also here called second carbon. So on the second carbon atom, NO2 group is attached. Otherwise, beta carbon has what? NO2 group attached to it. That point keep in mind. And also, can you say this sixth carbon also on benzene ring as beta carbon or not? Now this sixth carbon directly attached to first carbon. First carbon is taken as what? Alpha carbon. To alpha carbon, whatever is attached is called beta carbon. So this one also is beta carbon here. This one also beta carbon. So this side sixth carbon is beta carbon. The second carbon atom also beta carbon. On which beta this NO2 is there? On the second carbon atom NO2 group attached. And the senior group is attached to first carbon, which is taken as alpha carbon. Okay, is the concept clear? That is one thing. Next concept what we have to understand about benzene ring is that now this is first carbon we have taken, this is second carbon. From first position 1, from first carbon, the second position is called ortho, O-R-T-H-O. Ortho position is say. Ortho means which position? Second position. The second carbon position of the benzene ring is called what? Ortho position. And the third carbon position is called meta, M-E-T-A, meta position. Okay. And fourth carbon position is called para, P-A-R-A, P-A-R-A, para position. So in this way, the benzene has 3 positions we have taken. Second carbon position is called ortho. Third carbon position is called meta. Fourth carbon position of benzene is called para, P-A-R-A. So ortho, meta, para. Ortho means second carbon position, third carbon position meta position, and para position is fourth carbon position. Is the concept clear? So like this we have taken. Now it is about what now? Ortho, meta, para positions of benzene ring we have taken. Again, if we take this side also, again this one ortho we take. Ortho, this one meta we take. Anyhow, para will be same. Para will be same. But as NO2 group is here, we have taken first carbon this one, second carbon this one we have taken. So the second carbon position is called what now? Ortho position. Third carbon position meta position. Fourth carbon position para position. On which position the NO2 group nitro group is attached now? Ortho position. So we said ortho nitro. The nitro group is on which position? Ortho position. So ortho nitro. And benzene with OH group is called what? Phenol. The molecule of benzene with OH group is called what? Phenol molecule. In this phenol molecule, on ortho position, what is there? NO2 group is there. So what we said here name? Orthonitrophenol we said. So orthonitrophenol is one name for this. Also we can say what? 2-nitrophenol. No? The nitro group is on second carbon here. So we can also say the same name what? Overall. Okay. 2-nitrophenol. 2-nitrophenol also we can take name. 2-nitrophenol. So 2-nitrophenol we can take, or also we can take what? Beta nitrophenol. So beta nitrophenol, why? On beta position it is there. So why beta nitrophenol? Beta position nitro is there. So beta nitrophenol, 2-nitrophenol, or orthonitrophenol. Anyone is same. All are same here. So in this molecule, what happened now between oxygen atom and H atom? Between oxygen and H, there is hydrogen bonding, weak hydrogen bonding. The weak hydrogen bonding is between what? Oxygen atom and what? Hydrogen atom. Hydrogen is of this molecule. Oxygen also is of this molecule. So NO2 group, how to write in NO2 molecule? N double bond O is there, N dative bond O is there. So with dative bond O is nothing but single bond O. The single bonded oxygen, that is dative bond oxygen, will be involved in hydrogen bonding with H atom. So not the double bonded atom, because double bonded atom is already satisfied with its valency. But here single bonded oxygen means the valency is not satisfied for oxygen. Oxygen should have 2 bonds, but oxygen has 1 bond here. So this oxygen atom is involved in hydrogen bonding with hydrogen. So within the same molecule, between two atoms of the same molecule, hydrogen bonding is there. How to represent hydrogen bonding? With dotted lines, generally 3 dots. 3 dots will be used to represent what? Hydrogen bonding. So like this, hydrogen bonding is between hydrogen atom of OH group and oxygen atom of NO2 group. Between hydrogen atom of OH group and oxygen atom of NO2 group, there is hydrogen bonding. This is what now intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Within the same molecule, hydrogen bonding is called what? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So it is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. It is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. What is this? Intermolecular and intramolecular. 2 types of hydrogen bonding we have take here. Is that clear, ma? So it's about what now here? The hydrogen bonding and types of hydrogen bonding. So how many types of hydrogen bonding totally? 2 types of hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular and intramolecular. Intermolecular and intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular meaning what? Between hydrogen atom of one molecule and more electronegative atom of other molecule of same substance is called what? Intermolecular, between 2 molecules. And intramolecular meaning what? The hydrogen bonding between hydrogen atom of one molecule and more electronegative atom of the same molecule of same substance is called what now here? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intra means within, inter means between. So these are 2 types of hydrogen bonding, and the properties due to the hydrogen bonding and all these consequences due to presence of hydrogen bonding, all these things we are going to discuss. Okay, ma? Bye, good day.